MLS Powersports has been defined as the Kawasaki dealership.
We've got these brand new 25 Ridge cruising. We have nominated a family here in town. They have no idea about this machine, what it's capable of, anything about it. Farmers, great people. We're taking the machine out there and we're gonna get some real life experience with it. We're gonna let them use it for a couple days and just give us their honest to goodness feedback on it.
We're going to use real people because that's who the customer is.
They use machines every day in their everyday life. Getting that real world feedback from people who actually use them is critical, I think.
My name is Reed Hall. My wife and I run Hallstead Farms here in Lexington, Kentucky with our two kids, Charlie and Owen.
We raise beef cattle. We do background feeder steers, a cow-calf operation. We sell direct-to-consumer freezer beef, and we also do hay and grain as well.
MLS came out today and dropped off a Kawasaki for us to use and try out.
Sure.
I've seen other four-door side-by-sides before, and to me, they look very long. I mean, almost like a boat, if you will.
Whoa!
Check it out, girl.
Look how cool it is. Oh, you have your own seat back here. Oh, let's see if there's enough room for me back here.
This seems like an automobile. Check it out. It's got a center console.
The first time I saw it, I thought, wow, what a sleek design that it had, but it also looked tough as well.
We have power windows.
Really?
Yeah. Wow, a reverse camera?
So right now it's Mudjuary. And so that means that there's mud everywhere. It is cold, it is windy, and you know, even though it's probably 20 some degrees, that wind chill, it's bitter.
I think it's important in what we do to look at fatigue. The more comfortable you can make a job, the more likely it is to get done.
We're raising the next generation. Kids, they need that one-on-one time. They're so addicted to screens now, and it's nice for them to kind of like take a step back, pause, and get out in nature. Having the kids with us, it made it so nice because I love having the cab on it. I love having the heat.
Oh, it roasting me out. From the inside out, you know, you've got a ton of nice amenities in there. You got a center console, cup holders. I mean, it's built just like a miniature vehicle.
Other than a pickup truck, you're not going to find something that can do what it can do.
You've got all kinds of navigation features, fully Bluetooth capable, more features than I'm equipped to handle.
It's got a Garmin head unit. You know, there's lots of options aftermarket, but none are going to integrate so seamlessly as they do in the Ridge. The biggest surprise for people is just complete power delivery, especially on the XR. It's a very powerful machine compared to some of the competitors.
There's always going to be people that argue gas versus diesel, but we had it in low. I put it in four-wheel drive just to test it out. I put it in four-wheel drive full lock to test it out. When you're able to engage and disengage a four-wheel drive feature without having to get out of the vehicle or do a bunch of silly processes, that's where it's at. You want to go fast as you live? You do. A drawback to some side-by-sides is they're much slower, and sometimes you need a little bit of speed to cut that cow off and catch her. You know, what have you. So the speed was definitely nice to have at your fingertips if you needed it, but I felt like it was plenty torquey. It had plenty of low end grunt to it.
We put one of our larger square bales on the back of it, and I believe those weigh around 800 pounds. It's a tough vehicle. It can handle the weight, it can handle everything, and we were even driving it through the fields, through the mud with that weight on it, and it didn't lapse one bit. The only thing that I noticed was a downside is the doors. That whenever you open them, they don't stay open. That's the only downside that I saw, and that's just because for me, it kept closing. My kids were not fast enough because they take forever to move.
I didn't really see any cons. My wife stole the one con that I had, but maybe a powered dump bed. I don't know if they currently offer that option or not.
It could use seat warmers. That would be a nice plus.
my opinion, the thing is a miniature truck, really, with a very light footprint.
It is not just a pretty vehicle, but it's also a useful vehicle, and it's something that you can utilize in pretty much every season of life.
I think it covers a wide range of people, whether you farm or ranch, or you're a weekend outdoorsman, or even somebody that rides the trails, and just goes weekend riding. There's a ton of articulation, and the ride is very, very smooth, very smooth.
You don't even feel yourself really going over the bumps. It's kind of like a party vehicle, but it can also be a work vehicle, but it can also be something that's a family vehicle. It can be something that you can utilize for truly anybody, anywhere, anytime.